Okay, so what if I told you that you could turn a Python script into a beautiful, interactive web app in minutes? And I mean without writing a single line of HTML, CSS, or JavaScript. Well, that's exactly what we're diving into because that is the incredibly powerful promise of Streamlit.
But first, before we get into the how, we need to talk about the why. To really get why Streamlit is such a game changer, you have to understand a problem that practically every developer and data scientist has faced: the AI sharing problem.
So picture this. You've been working for weeks, maybe even months, and you finally built this amazing AI model. It works perfectly on your laptop. But now what? How do you actually get it into the hands of your colleagues, your clients, or just anyone so they can actually use it?
Well, the traditional options, they kind of stink. You could pause everything and spend months learning a totally new skill like React. You could try to hire a front-end developer, which gets expensive fast. Or you could just email a clunky Jupyter notebook, which, let's be honest, no non-technical person wants to see. It's always been a massive bottleneck.
And this is exactly where Streamlit swoops in. It was literally created to solve this one painful problem by offering a solution that's elegant, simple, and most importantly, totally Pythonic. So what is it really? Simply put, Streamlit is a free, open-source Python library that lets you build and share web apps. The real magic here is that you get to do it all without ever leaving the comfort of Python. I love this analogy because it just clicks. Traditional web development is like building a house from the ground up. You got to be the architect, the carpenter, the plumber, the electrician, the whole shebang. Streamlit, on the other hand, is like playing with Legos. You got all these high-quality, pre-made blocks, and you just snap them together however you want. Okay, that all sounds great in theory, right? But what does it actually look like? How does your Python code magically transform into a real working web app? Let's take a look. Let's start with something super basic, something you'd find in almost any app. How would you go about creating a simple little box where a user can type something in? Boom, it's just that. A single, simple line of code. User input equals st.text input. That's it. You get a fully functional text box. And the best part is that whatever the user types is instantly saved into that user input variable, ready for you to use in your Python logic. All right, that was easy, but what about another basic building block? You know, a button that the user can click to make something happen. And would you look at that? It's just as simple. The st.button command draws the button on the screen, and it cleverly returns true only when someone clicks it. So you just wrap whatever you want to happen inside a simple if statement. It's so intuitive, it barely feels like coding. Okay, let's try something that's usually a huge pain to build from scratch. What if you wanted to let a user upload a file, like a PDF, for one of those chat with your document apps? And believe it or not, it follows the exact same pattern. One command, st.fileuploader, creates the entire drag and drop interface. And just like before, as soon as the user uploads a file, that file object is handed right back to your code, ready for you to work with. It's kind of mind-blowing how simple it is. So with this kind of ridiculous simplicity and power, you can bet a lot of people are using it. But who exactly is this for? And what are they building with it? Well, the user base is incredibly diverse. It's a massive hit with data scientists who need to show off their findings and AI engineers who need to demo their latest models. We're even seeing startups build their entire first product, their MVP, on Streamlit because they can do it without hiring a dedicated front-end team. And the apps people are building are just as varied. You've got everything from custom AI chatbots and LLM front ends to interactive dashboards that visualize company data, all the way to those popular RAG apps that let you chat with your own documents. If it's a Python project that needs a UI, Streamlit is probably in the conversation. Now look, no tool is perfect for every single job. So to give you the full picture, it's really important we talk about not just where Streamlit is awesome, but also where it, well, might not be the best choice. So you absolutely want to grab Streamlit when speed is what matters most. It is unbeatable for whipping up a quick prototype, creating a slick demo for your model, or building internal tools. Basically, if your main goal is to build something functional for an AI project and you want to do it fast while staying in Python, this is your tool. On the other hand, if you're trying to build, say, the next Twitter with a super custom, pixel-perfect design for millions of users, you're probably better off with a traditional framework. Streamlit makes a very clear trade-off. It gives up that infinite customizability in exchange for incredible speed and ease of use.
And this table really just puts it all into perspective. If you just look at the Python pools, you see Gradio is maybe a tad faster for a dead simple demo, but Streamlit gives you way more customization. But then, look all the way over at React. The learning curve jumps from easy to hard. The speed goes from fast to slow. That right there is the whole story. You're trading maximum control for a massive boost in development speed.
And the industry has absolutely taken notice. We're talking over 1 million applications have been deployed using Streamlit. It's not just some niche side project anymore. It's become a legitimate standard for prototyping in the AI and data science world. Which really brings us back to the core idea. This quote just nails it. If you are a Python developer and you need to build and show off an AI application, there is simply no faster way to get it done. Period.
So if you only remember 3 things from all this, make it these. 1. Streamlit turns your Python scripts into web apps, like, instantly. 2. It means you can completely forget about needing front-end skills. And 3. It has become the go-to, industry-standard tool for building AI prototypes.
And that really just leaves us with one final thought. The next time you build a cool model or write a useful data script, instead of just letting it sit on your hard drive, ask yourself this. With Streamlit, could a shareable, interactive demo be just a handful of Python commands away?